Karl Marx's The Communist Manifesto. Karl Marx's The Communist Manifesto is one of the most influential political documents ever written, and its ideas continue to shape conversations about society, politics, and economics. Written in 1848 by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, this manifesto was a call to action for the working class, urging them to unite and challenge the systems that kept them oppressed. To understand it, we need to break down its central ideas in a way that makes sense for everyone, regardless of their background in philosophy or politics. Marx began by explaining that throughout history, society has always been divided into classes. These classes are usually defined by who controls the resources and means of production, like factories and land. In feudal societies, for example, there were lords and peasants. In the modern industrial world of Marx's time, society was divided into two main classes: the bourgeoisie and the proletariat. The bourgeoisie were the owners of factories, businesses, and other means of production. They were the ones who controlled wealth and power. On the other hand, the proletariat were the workers. They did not own land or factories and had to sell their labor to survive. This system, Marx argued, was inherently unfair because the bourgeoisie benefited from the labor of the proletariat without fairly compensating them. One of the key ideas in the Communist Manifesto is that this class struggle between the bourgeoisie and the proletariat drives the development of society. Marx and Engels believed that history was a series of conflicts between different classes, and the modern era was no exception. However, they argued that the capitalist system, where private individuals control wealth and production, would eventually collapse. According to Marx, capitalism had its strengths. It had brought about rapid industrial growth, technological innovation, and connected the world in new ways. But it also had significant weaknesses. It created vast inequalities, with a small group of people controlling most of the wealth while the majority struggled to make ends meet. The system treated workers like commodities, valuing them only for their ability to produce goods. Marx and Engels believed that the working class would eventually realize that the system was rigged against them. They would see how they were being exploited and come together to demand change. This collective action, they argued, would lead to a revolution. In this revolution, the working class would overthrow the bourgeoisie and establish a society where resources and production were shared, for the benefit of everyone. This new society, which Marx called communism, would be different from any system that had come before it. There would be no classes, no private ownership of factories or businesses, and no exploitation of workers. Everyone would contribute according to their abilities and receive according to their needs. Marx and Engels also addressed common criticisms of communism in the Communist Manifesto. One of the main arguments against their ideas was that abolishing private property would take away individual freedom. Marx responded by saying that in capitalist societies, the vast majority of people did not truly own anything significant. Most private property was already concentrated in the hands of the bourgeoisie. He argued that communism would actually give more people access to the resources they needed to live fulfilling lives. Another criticism was that communism would destroy traditional family structures and values. Marx and Engels argued that capitalism had already eroded these structures. Workers were forced to spend long hours in factories, leaving little time for family life. Under communism, they believed, people would have the time and resources to build stronger, healthier relationships. The Communist Manifesto ends with a powerful call to action: workers of the world, unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains. This rallying cry emphasized the importance of solidarity among workers across different countries and industries. Marx and Engels believed that the working class needed to see beyond national borders and unite in their common struggle against oppression. It is important to note that while the Communist Manifesto is a revolutionary document, it is also a reflection of its time. Marx and Engels were writing in the midst of rapid industrialization and significant social upheaval. Many of the specific conditions they described have changed, but the broader themes of inequality, exploitation, and the struggle for justice continue to resonate today. People have interpreted and applied Marx's ideas in many different ways. Some have used them to advocate for social reforms, like workers' rights and public services, while others have attempted to implement communism as a political system. These efforts have had varying levels of success and controversy, leading to ongoing debates about the relevance of Marx's ideas in the modern world. Understanding the Communist Manifesto helps us see the bigger picture of how societies function and how power and resources are distributed. Whether or not one agrees with Marx's conclusions, his analysis of capitalism and its impact on society remains a valuable tool for thinking critically about the world around us. If you enjoyed this discussion and want to learn more about important social and political ideas, please like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more insightful content to you and others who are curious about the world. Thank you.